Hello everyone, welcome back in this episode of Bitcoin Trade. I see this article here, which I think is an interesting question because this has crossed my mind as a thought on the issue in Colorado with federal laws and state laws kind of at opposite ends here, but so far, I mean, these dispensaries here are operational. Now the question resides in the legality of how the medium of exchange is going to be handled. And so, let me see here. Okay, all right. So the question is, let me see here. Where is it? So anyways, currently right now, because of the current laws, anti-money laundering laws, anything that's profit from a crime, which on a federal level would be the sale of sale of marijuana. But at a state level, it is legal and sanctioned by the local government. So it's kind of interesting how these are going to apply. And this writer specifically talks about how Bitcoin could be a way of providing some relief for a lot of these businesses that are so cash heavy and could lead to other dangers. So anyways, I have thought about this because of the utility of Bitcoin, and obviously this writer here has written about it. And I don't know if you when did he write this? On the 15th. So this is before the announcement by, I guess, some federal regulators that miners and investors are exempt from money laundering, not money laundering, but license for the transmission of money or something like that. Anyways, we're not a money transmission service provider thing. So this could be possible as a legitimate trade, as far as, let's say, now it would be kind of testing the limits of what's allowed, but this, in theory, either a miner or a miner and investor can sell bitcoins to, let's say, the general public, in which the general public buys bitcoins, and you can invest it, and you yourself become an investor simply by the fact that you're owning a bitcoin and you plan on using the bitcoin, right, to buy goods. And in this case, it would be the whatever the dispensaries provide legally within the state. So at that point, I guess a transaction would be made. The owners of these dispensaries would, if they accept it, then that's good for them. And then later on at the back end, another investor who is a user, and for the most part, of bitcoins, would purchase the bitcoins at a rate in which a stored value device would be used to facilitate that that transaction, that business transaction. So in theory, I guess it could work. It'd be almost pushing it a little bit because legally on a federal level, this is illegal. This is a crime. But on the state level, it is not. So I don't know if anybody wants to try this out. It would set a precedent, and if anything did happen, it might even go to it might even go to court, and then there would be a forced ruling that clearly stipulates what Bitcoin is, and also the legality of this business operation in Colorado. So we'll see what happens. I mean, it's an interesting idea, interesting theory. Now that we know some of the more current laws and clarification on Bitcoin as an investment, a trade of some, of course, as a business, as a user. So, like I said, anybody can be an investor. So anybody in Colorado, get your hands on a Bitcoin. I don't know how far you can, it's you're following, you're within the law, but at the same time you're also violating the law. So again, these dispensaries are operational in Colorado. So you would think that if it was illegal, any action by the federal government would have occurred by now. So in that sense, I think anybody who is an investor who wishes to trade Bitcoins with a dispensary owner may have a legal right to do so. I don't know if anybody's a lawyer, or maybe a student lawyer, or maybe anybody who knows the law well enough to maybe make a comment or any discussion on this. Feel free to do so. Also leave a video response, like, dislike, anything to shed some light on how Bitcoin can be a part of the legal use of transacting with another now legal business, and how that conflicts with state laws and federal laws. So anyways, this is a hot button issue. I wonder how this is going to turn out. So anyways, thanks a lot, and until next time, stay tuned for the next episode. Bye now.